Let's talk about scan-based accessibility platforms. On this first slide, we have a very common scenario. We've got a guy acting on behalf of an organization. He is researching digital accessibility project management software that can help him make the organization's digital assets fully WCAG 2.1 AA conformant so that not only are their websites and their web apps, etc., accessible, but the organization is also compliant with the law. And it won't take but one Google search before this researcher is met with an automated testing solution. So here we have the proverbial smiling salesman giving us the thumbs up, letting us know that this is the right choice. And so here we can see a pie chart. We've also got some very fancy high-tech graphics. And now the guy is starting to think, maybe I have found the right solution. So continuing on, we still have the fancy graphics here. We can see bar graphs that are trending upwards, letting us know that we can make progress on accessibility. But what's very, very important to the entire presentation is that all of this progress is scan-based. So what does that mean? All of the results are based on automated scan results, not our audit report. We're not working towards full WCAG conformance. What we're working towards is 100% score on a scan. Scans are very limited. Scans can only reliably flag 13% of WCAG 2.2 AA success criteria. Now, they can partially flag several accessibility issues, but everything still needs a manual review. And that is what we eventually get to in the sales pitch, is that some manual testing is still needed. So that will be thrown in there. I have the asterisk along with this. And here we have a guy who is looking concerned. He's got a look of concern on his face, not quite sure what to make of that throw in, because if some manual testing is needed, then how much? What role exactly is the scan playing? What are all of these results telling us? How exactly does this all fit together? And on this next slide, we have another bar graph, and we have a man who is smiling quite uncomfortably with the number 100% in front of him. So we're working towards 100% inside of this platform, and we want to make progress. But what exactly are we making progress towards? And where does the manual testing fit in all of this? And so on this next slide, I have a woman who is looking somewhat disappointedly at a computer, and we have the words now audit and WCAG 2.1 AA. And the reason for this is because we still come back to the accessibility audit. This is where the asterisk with the manual testing needed comes in play, is because we still need to audit everything. So we could have audited at the very beginning. And this tension it finds itself in a lot of sales demos for enterprise accessibility companies, because it's hard to in the sales pitch, when the client doesn't know any better, it's very easy to make this all one cohesive flowing story. But when it actually plays out, what the client comes to realize is, I needed the accessibility audit all along. So the scan-based platform is really a distraction, because we need to fix all of the accessibility issues in the audit. Because remember, our objective is full WCAG conformance. It is not 100% score on a scan. So we go back to the man that is smiling uncomfortably, because we're not after 100% score on a scan. The scan results are limited. They are so limited that they entirely skew our progress. So again, we are after full WCAG conformance, and that is why we need to now audit. And that is why it is so important that we use an audit-based accessibility platform for our project. And so here I have an Excel spreadsheet, because this is what we need to work from. We need to work from our actual audit results the audit has been conducted by a technical accessibility expert. So we need the audit report. We need to resolve all of these issues. This is exactly what our team needs to work from, not scan results. Scans have value. They have limited value. They have value to accessibility practitioners who know exactly what role scans play and the limitations that scans have. But the scans do not have value to most consumers in this marketplace, but that is not how they are positioned. So we've got this audit on the screen, and we can see it's in Excel spreadsheet format, and we can see several issues here listed out. We see all of the audit report data. We've got the issue itself. We've got the location of the issue. We've got the code for the issue, the recommended fix, etc. And now what we have is the audit report transposed online into Accessibility Tracker. So Accessibility Tracker is an audit-based platform. Here we can see the audit results that are transposed inside of Accessibility Tracker. And so we have a centralized hub where our team can collaborate, we can assign issues to each team member, and we can start working through this audit and start fixing issues, and then have the issues validated all in one place. So Accessibility Tracker has so many more features, but what I want to focus in on right now is the importance of using an audit-based accessibility platform, because now we can actually track progress to full WCAG conformance. Whereas before we were working from scans and our progress was entirely skewed. Now we know exactly how far along we are with our project. We know exactly what issues we need to fix. We've already had the audit conducted by a technical accessibility expert. So this is exactly what the marketplace needs. But of course, most of the platforms are scan based. I will include a link in the description to Accessibility Tracker, along with some other information, some other articles that will be helpful resources to anybody who is researching digital accessibility platforms. Accessibility Tracker can help you manage your accessibility project and work towards full WCAG conformance.